In the game. It's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. Next on Madden Football.
Let's go, baby.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scotch, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard, and we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And off we go from Cleveland. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
After winning the national title at Clemson and early success at Houston, there's no question that Deshaun's career has been slowed by some injuries and other challenges. But when he is on the field, at every level he's ever played, he's just got a calm. And that calm comes with the trusting of talent that he has in himself. He knows how to run, he knows how to throw, and when he's available, he's still a difference maker.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 27. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun, Watson. Bite, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down now, the Panthers calling an all-pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running right with Chubb. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Watson on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jadeveon Clowney on that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. From the gun, Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play, and that gives the Browns a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Chubb. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. They pick up a yard. Still need 1 more, though. 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He has the first over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Watson. And that's completed right side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, here's Watson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Dumped off to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns in position to attempt a field goal. So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Carlson's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Velus Jones now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. To the air on 1st down. Young looking for a target. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Young working from the gun. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Young on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. That's complete to Leggett. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Maher connects there, and it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. He's back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Well, that's halftime here, and a field goal each, all that these offenses have been able to muster thus far. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. Hubbard hauls it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Tremble with the grab. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Young to throw. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and goal, Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Now Young. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but man, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. To return, Jerome Ford. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. From the gun, it's Ford. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give inside to Chubb. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
That's Tillman. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Ford straight ahead. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Moore going in motion left. Oh, look at this. They give on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Ford. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns losing by 7. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw it. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Setting up to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Blackshear on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers set to take the field. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. He'll look to throw it. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 6 coming up here. Hubbard again. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Third and just 2 to go. They run again with Hubbard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. This game now resting on the attempt from Eddie Pinheiro. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. The kick is good. He got it. And the third time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.